Hi, good morning everyone. I'm JP Thong. I'm now at Kechara Forest Retreat, Malaysia, and today is day 64 of Mindful Morning Meditation. How is everyone doing this morning? I hope everyone had a good rest. Again, as we're waiting for everyone to tune in, let's do a little bit of stretching. Okay, take deep breaths in and out as we're stretching. Change arms. If you have just woken up, it'd be good to stretch a little bit so that you don't get any cramps when we are meditating. Okay, stretch your back. The other way. Okay, tilt your neck. The other way. Remember to breathe in and out slowly and take deep breaths here. Okay, forward. And back. Okay, we're done. Let's see who's tuned in today. Let me see. Hi, morning, King Hoy, Emily, Hannah, Iman, good morning. Okay, if you've just tuned in, do a little bit of stretching. We'll be doing the 9-round breathing meditation shortly. What time is it? Hi, Zinkoi, good morning. Thank you for tuning in. Have all of you come to KFR since we've opened? If you have not, do come by. I understand that we need volunteers for the tata making. Yeah, tata making. This is for Rinpoche's Relic Stupa project. Okay, so you can inquire through Karen, or if you don't know who Karen is, you can inquire through the front desk in Wisdom Hall. All right. Hi, Whoopi. Good morning. Hi, Jillian. Good morning. Okay, let's do, if you're all ready, please sit at the edge of your cushion or the seat of your chair or sofa, and we'll do the 9-round breathing meditation now. Okay, so here we go. So put your left hand out, thumb down, wrap your thumb, put your left fist under your right armpit, right hand on your left nostril, breathe in slowly. And breathe out. Breathe in. Visualize the white healing light entering your body through your nostril, and breathe out all the dark smoke representing all your negative emotions. Breathe in again. And breathe out. Change hands. Right hand out, thumb down, wrap your thumb, put your right fist under your left armpit, left hand over your right nostril, and breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in again. And breathe out. Okay, both hands on your thighs. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in again. And breathe out. And we're done. Hi Wubi, hi Waiting, thanks for tuning in. Okay, so if you just tune in, I've just finished the 9-round breathing meditation. Hi Pastor Honey. So as I'm talking, you can take deep breaths in and out, and that will calm your body and mind, especially when we've just woken up. Yeah, so you need to get in a lot of oxygen so that you feel fresh and get rid of all the carbon dioxide that's in your system. Okay, so everyone is ready. We will start with the singing bowl meditation, or they call it the sound bathing meditation. All right, yesterday, if you noticed, I again have walked you through the visualization of focusing on the vibrations of the sound entering your heart chakra, which is here, and let it vibrate throughout your body, and then later on from your body, allow the vibrations of your love, kindness, and compassion extend towards your room, filling your entire room, and then after that, we extend it towards the rest of your home. All right, and then in your home, whoever's staying with you, extend your vibrations of love, kindness, and compassion towards them as well. Yeah, and I said to also embrace them with all your unconditional love. Okay, and forgive them. Most importantly, forgive them. Yeah, and you're supposed to share with me your experience on that. So I would like to hear from all of you when you actually visualize that. Yeah? Okay? So if everyone is ready, hi Peg, thank you for tuning in. So if everyone is ready, we will start with this 30 minutes. Yeah, Pastor Narelle. So 30 minutes. I'll walk you through the breathing to ground you further and to calm your mind further. Then after that, I will start hitting the singing bowl. All right, so get ready, sit at the edge of your cushion if you're on the floor, and if you are on a chair or a sofa, make sure that your seat is firm so that you can sit up straight like this, okay? And tilt your chin down a little bit so that again your spine is straight up. All right, and relax your shoulders, of course. Again, here we go. So let's start. Okay, and 3, 2, 1. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in the healing white light. Fill your entire body with this healing white light. And when you breathe out, visualize dark smoke representing all your stress, anxiety, anger, fears, insecurities, aches and pains. Breathe them all out. And when you breathe in again, fill every single cell of your body in this healing white light. Focus on your nostril area. And feel the air entering past your nostrils. And when you breathe out, notice the air flowing out from your nostrils. Okay, and I shall hit the singing bowl now. Focus on the vibrations of the sound entering your heart chakra, vibrating throughout your body. Know that the vibrations represent love, kindness, and compassion, and nothing else. Focus on the sound. Watch your thoughts, watch your emotions, bring your focus back on the sound. Allow the vibrations of love, kindness, and compassion enter your heart chakra, vibrating throughout your body. Your body is now tingling with the vibrations of love, kindness, and compassion. You feel relaxed and you feel calm. Focus on the vibrations of the sound. Watch your emotions, watch your thoughts, bring your focus back to the vibrations of the sound. Focus on the vibrations of the sound, representing love, kindness, and compassion. Allow the vibrations to travel throughout your body, releasing your fears, insecurities, anxiety, anger, worries. Allow the vibrations of the sound to enter your heart chakra, representing all the love, kindness, and compassion. Allow it to enter your heart chakra, filling your entire body. And from your body, you extend your love, kindness, and compassion to your room, filling your entire room with your love, kindness, and compassion. Embrace every fixture and furniture with your love, kindness, and compassion. Allow your vibrations to embrace them. your room. Because you're grateful to have this room where you can meditate and reconnect with your inner self. You're grateful that you have this room that is secure, peaceful, and quiet. You extend your vibrations of love, kindness, and compassion towards your room. Your entire room is now vibrating in your love, kindness, and compassion. Watch your thoughts, watch your emotions, bring your focus back to the vibrations of the sound. Watch your thoughts, watch your emotions, bring your focus back to the vibrations of the sound. Allow the vibrations of the sound to enter your heart chakra. Know that the vibrations are of love, kindness, and compassion. Allow the vibrations to travel throughout your body, filling your entire body with the vibrations of love, kindness, and compassion. And from your body, the vibrations extend towards your room. And you allow the vibrations of your love, kindness, and compassion fill the entire room. Now allow your vibrations to extend towards the rest of your home, filling your entire home with your love, kindness, and compassion. Extend your vibrations towards the people who are staying in your home. Extend your love, kindness, and compassion unconditionally towards the people and your pet who are staying with you in your home. Love them unconditionally, forgive them, and most importantly, forgive yourself. You fill your entire home with your love, kindness, and compassion unconditionally. You're very grateful to have a home that provides security, peace, and comfort. Watch your thoughts, watch your emotions. Bring your focus back to the vibrations of love, kindness, and compassion. 1. And we're done. Okay. Ooh, my arm is stiff. I can't move it. Okay, that's strange. Let me massage it a little bit so I can move my arm. So tell me how you felt, please, about today's session. And as you're writing, I shall read out by what I wrote in my gratitude journal. Okay, let's see. I wrote that I'm grateful to have our rescued stray dog back at KFR. Number 2, I'm grateful that KFR will be having a pet day on Saturday, 15th of August, which is this coming Saturday, right? That's right. Yeah. So this coming Saturday, we're going to have Kechara's first ever pet day. So do check it out, where public can bring their dogs and cats to visit KFR and receive blessings. So I'm very excited for that and very grateful that we're having that finally. And number 3, I'm grateful to be able to host 2 travel bloggers who visited KFR yesterday. Okay, so do share with me your gratitude, what you wrote in your gratitude journal, and how today's session was for you. Okay, so as you're writing in the comments section, I would like to thank today's sponsor. Today's sponsor is Iman. Dedication. May all sentient beings, everyone who I care about, find lasting happiness and awaken their innate, everlasting, compassionate nature and wisdom. And the second sponsor for today is Chu Sok Fan. Dedication. May there be peace and happiness in everyone's life. Thank you very much for your sponsorship, and it's because of your sponsorship we are able to continue with our online programs. So thank you very much, and if you would like to sponsor our online programs, do look out for the link. Once at the end of this live streaming, you will see that on the top of the live stream there is a link there. Okay, so thank you very much. So, any comments so far? Let's see who's joined in. Peg, morning Peg, Datuk May, Agnes, Bradley, and J.W. Liu. Thank you very much, you all, for tuning in. So, do we have any sharing for today? All right, I guess you are typing. So as you're typing, I will read out a wisdom quote from this book, 108 Ways to Grab My Apples. It's written by Rinpoche, and these are all his wisdom quotes. All right, so the next wisdom quote is this: if you try and fail, there's a chance to win. If you don't try, you lose anyway, so just try it. So just try. Okay, I'll repeat. If you try and fail, there's a chance to win. If you don't try, you lose anyway, so just try. So what does this wisdom quote mean? What is it talking about? You see, a lot of times we are so afraid of whether or not we're making the right choice, whether or not we should go for it. And we just sit there thinking and analyzing and trying to outweigh the pros and the cons, and then we end up just thinking and nothing happens. You see, thinking is good, but we always have to make a decision on what choices we want to make, because otherwise, what results do we get? Nothing, because all we did was just think. So after much deliberation, and if that's something that you want to do, give it a try. Because if you don't try, you will never, ever know. So if you don't try, as Rinpoche says, you will lose anyway. What does that mean? That means, let's say you want to achieve something, and you don't know whether or not this option is is better, or this option is better, or this option is better. And you keep analyzing which options or which option is better. And you just keep analyzing, and you keep analyzing, and you keep analyzing, and you keep analyzing. And instead of focusing on, okay, you know what, let's try. Because why? Because your focus is on achieving that goal. So there's so much we can analyze, and there's so much that we can weigh our pros and cons. So if we don't give it a try, then nothing is going to happen. If nothing's going to happen, then you are not any step closer to achieving your goal. Which means if you don't try, it is for certain that you have lost it, that you have failed. It's for certain because nothing happened. You did not achieve it. So what is Rinpoche's advice? Go, try. Keep trying until you succeed. That's the key here. Keep trying until you succeed. There's so much we can analyze. There's so much we can analyze. And that is why, remember, I always say, always have an intention. Always have an intention for the day. What is it that you want to create for the day? So if your intention is to achieve something for the day, focus on that. When you do that, anything that comes your way that distracts you from achieving that intention of the day, you put it aside and you keep going and keep focusing on your intention. And when you do this on a daily basis, you will notice that you become more effective, and you'll be able to achieve your goals much, much faster. Because why? You're very focused. We're bombarded with so much distractions on a daily basis. External distractions and even internal distractions. Sometimes we don't feel like doing it. We're tired. We're not in the mood for it, and whatever the conversations may be. But if we practice focusing on the intention, just like how we focus on our breath when we started with a meditation, and now we are focusing on the sound. So again, it's about training ourselves to focus. And because you have much better control on your focus, you can actually just strive for it, and you'll be able to be more productive at the end of the day. Okay, so that's why meditation is actually very, very important, and it actually helps. It gives us a skill to be able to focus and not let other things distract us. All right, so coming back to this quote, go for it, just try it. There's nothing to lose, but everything to gain. All right, so let's see what Dr. Hank has written here. Dr. Hank, grateful Sunday morning. May everyone have a wonderful day ahead, and looking forward to meet Sunny Boy and many pets in Kechara soon. Sunny Boy is a rescued stray dog that I was talking about. Yeah, so he wandered into Kechara Forest Retreat. I think it was last year. He was extremely malnourished and very, very skinny. So we rescued him and showered him with a lot of care and love. So we're glad that he's back, because he was staying with the guards. I think he's happier being able to roam around Kechara Forest Retreat. Okay, do we have any more sharing, please? Okay. So if you have any questions with this quote, do write in the comment section. Okay, I'll move along to the next wisdom quote. Outdated attitudes must change now and behaviors reform. Do you want to be a winner or a loser? It's up to you. Okay, I'll repeat. Outdated attitudes must change now and behaviors reform. Do you want to be a winner or a loser? It's up to you. So what is Rinpoche saying here? He's saying that we always have to be mindful with our attitude, because, we are older every second of the day. How we are when we were a teenager must change 10 years later, 20 years later, 30 years later, 40 years later, or even 50 years later. We have to change. Because why? We have in different phases of our lives, we have different responsibilities to handle. So if our attitude does not evolve as we age, then that's where we lose out. That's where we lose out, right? How many of us have actually met up with people who are in the 40s, 50s, and they still behave like they're teenagers, irresponsible, not mindful, and they're just floating around in life. Yeah, and they don't seem very happy. It's like a Peter Pan syndrome. Do you guys know what's a Peter Pan syndrome? It's someone who does not want to grow up, and because growing up means being responsible for oneself, and also being responsible for your loved ones. Yeah, so there are quite a number of people who do suffer from this Peter Pan syndrome. So that's one example, all right? And then, of course, attitudes must change now and behaviors reform. Because why? Environment changes, all right? The way we work have to change. When I first started work, 20 over years ago, there was not that, even having access to information was not so easy. There was no Google, we couldn't do anything on the computer. The computer was more for typing letters and doing email, but that's about it. But we couldn't search things online, and everything had to go through the phone book, or the good old-fashioned way. So, as technology advances, we have to evolve. We have to be open to learning new things, new technology to enable to be more effective at work. So if we don't change our attitude and not be open to learning new skills, that's where we lose out. So as we're talking, technology is advancing. So again, having an open mind of never being afraid to learn. There's so much to learn out there, and we're never too old to learn. I mean, I always hear this, I'm too old, I'm a dinosaur. I don't want to learn. I cannot learn anymore. It doesn't go into my brain. It's reached its maximum capacity. You see, that is what we tell ourselves. Well, of course, I'm sure there's some merit to that. It's not as easy to remember things like when we were younger, but it doesn't mean that if we don't, it doesn't mean that we will never learn. It doesn't mean that we can never remember. It just requires more effort. And that's why when we do meditation, where we have a better focus of our mind, we will be able to, the benefits is you can actually remember things better because you actually put your energy on focusing on whatever it is that you are learning. Yeah, and I think that part of the reason why it's so difficult to remember things and learn things as we age is because that we have more distractions now. Distractions in the form of of responsibility, or what am I going to cook for my family later, or where am I going to bring my family later, this and that, my work, I have to remember to take my supplements. There's just so much more to remember. So much more distractions that we find it a bit more challenging to remember certain things. Where as compared to when we were younger, it was so much easier. But if you think about it, when we were younger, we didn't have that many distractions as compared to now, 20, 30, 40 years later. Yeah? So it's about training the mind to focus. So, again, be open to training ourselves. Be open to having an attitude whereby learning is never enough, and never be afraid to learn, and never be afraid to let go and change. Never be afraid, because because otherwise we are the ones who's going to pay the price for not evolving with the time. We lose out. That's why, we always feel that, oh, I'm getting old, there's a generation gap. All these excuses that we give ourselves that will limit ourselves. Right? We always like to limit ourselves, to tell ourselves, why is it that we cannot evolve with the times? Okay, so we end up losing. And this is what this quote is talking about. Okay, do share with me if you have more views of what this quote is about. Okay, Yiman wrote, JP, in your yesterday's explanation of wanting something, you said that for you would try and realize it the hard way. For some people, they would meditate on it and visualize them trying it, which will make them realize whether something is what they really want. The first question is, may I know why you opted for your method over the second method? And number two, I have never heard of people using the second method of meditation and visualization for such purpose. Is it effective? Okay. Number one, this is my personal choice. Yeah, it's not for everyone, but it's just me. I'm just a bit more stubborn in the sense that I choose to always try it out myself because by nature I'm a very curious person. I have a strong sense of curiosity. I like to experience things myself, although people say, hey, don't touch that flame, it's going to burn you. And most of the time, I would want to give it a try to see what that burning sensation is all about. That's me. There's no rhyme or reason. It's just that I guess I grew up in an environment whereby we are trained to keep asking questions and not take things face value. Because it's a jungle out there, and we are taught to be cynical and to be careful. Yeah, that's the environment that I grew up in. So it's through nurturing that I have developed this very cynical way of always looking at things. So if you tell me that it's not good, or even if it's good, I will still give it a try and see whether or not, just to see whether or not it is true. Yeah, I guess it is my search of finding out the truth, my version of it, to see that whatever you say, does it really make sense? Okay, so that's why I'm not saying it's better, I'm just saying that's just the way I do things. I'm less of that now. I don't go out to try and see whether or not what you're telling me is true. I guess as we age and we have more things on our plates, I don't have the time to just go and just give it a try. When I was younger, yes, I had more time. But now I don't. Now I actually subscribe more to the second one, which is to meditate on the situation and to just look at the situation from all angles and decipher whether or not this is something that I really want to do. Okay, and whether or not what you tell me holds water. And most likely, of course, it does hold water. Most likely. Yeah? So, and I will meditate on it. Because why? Because I don't have that much time in my hands. So in terms of things I need to accomplish for the day, so my pros and cons is it worth my time to actually check it out to see whether or not this is the truth. Of course, if it is something that is thought-provoking, that would actually awaken my understanding of life, of the universe, then of course I would do a lot of fact-checking. Fact, F-A-C-T. But otherwise, I will meditate on it, And using whatever knowledge that I have acquired throughout these years, I will assess the situation. So it's much faster than really experiencing it. Going through the whole process of experiencing things. For example, easy. Okay, so you know how I was always saying, we like to distract ourselves with what we like to do on a daily basis. Because why? Because we want to feel happy. And that's it. So if I like to eat, then I'll just keep going and eating all of my favorite food. And keep eating and keep eating and keep eating to make myself happy. And it is just non-stop eating, eating, eating. After breakfast, what am I have for lunch? After lunch, what am I have for dinner? After dinner, what am I going to have for supper? And it just goes on day by day by day by day. After all these years and, reading, what my teacher always says is, and then what after you eat all that? Why is it that your entire life is just led by eating, 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 eating? Isn't life more than that? And you think about it, right? Pastor Niral is smirking behind the camera. And you think about it. Oh, that's you, right, Agnes? Okay. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm just, I'm not judging. I'm just sharing with you my experience. So, okay? So please don't get offended. Now, so you see, because we don't know any better, because why? You think about it. Why is it that we keep going back at what we, quote unquote, enjoy? Because it brings us happiness. Because we're so happy eating that dish. Oh, yummy, yum, yum, yum. I want more. I want to eat different things out there. I want to try. It's my bucket list to try every restaurant in the city. So what's the crux of it? The crux is because we want to be happy. But you see, when we go deeper into ourselves, deeper meaning when we actually reconnect with the authentic self, we realize that even after we have eaten our most favorite dish, after the action is over, it becomes empty again. And then you want it again. And then you want it again. So what's my point? It is just momentary. So it's that instant gratification that doesn't last. It doesn't last. So, what's my conclusion? So either I keep going and eating and eating and eating and eating, which I don't have time. So what I do, I fast forward. So I meditate and I visualize myself eating. I visualize myself going to my favorite restaurant or eating that favorite thing, and then I go, okay, and then what? Okay, and then what? And I do this 1,000 times, and then what? So then I realize, happiness is not about eating. Happiness is not about drinking. Happiness is not about traveling the world, fulfilling my bucket list. I come to a realization after I've meditated, and basically meditating on what? I visualize myself doing all these actions, traveling the world, eating, watching my favorite movies, meeting up with my friends, just talking, and whatever it is that we like to do. You visualize yourself doing that. You fast forward that 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 years. You visualize. And then you come to a conclusion. So my conclusion is that those actions do not bring me that everlasting peace and happiness that I'm looking for. It does not. So instead of focusing on those things, what do I focus on? I focus on being more selfless, because being in Kechara enabled me all this while to be able to operate from whatever percentage of selflessness I have in my system, and developing that more and more and more every year. And when I do that, the inner peace and satisfaction and the fulfillment and the happiness stays. There's no longer a sensation of emptiness, of insecurity and fear. All these void that I used to feel is much, much less. So I know that whatever that I have read in the scriptures, or that my teacher has taught us, has a lot of truth to it. So I focus on that more. Okay, so my meeting up with my friends has a purpose, and that is to hopefully inspire them to search for their happiness in a way of being more selfless, without me preaching, but with them experiencing me. I'm not saying that I am a walking inspiration, okay? I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that whatever that they experience of me, hopefully something would rub off, hopefully. And that's why my intention is very, very clear. Okay, so what has that got to do with this that you are asking? So, yes, so visualizing Iman actually enables me to do that. So it's fast forward. So I don't have to waste another 10, 20, 30 years of continuing my same lifestyle in search of happiness and waste so much time. I can just sit here in this room, spend an hour or just 5 minutes every day visualizing it and fast forwarding it. And then it will make more sense, and I'll go, nah, that's not what I want to do. Yeah, I hope that makes sense, Iman. Okay, so I think time is up. I've actually run out of time. And thank you very much for asking me those questions. And if you do have more questions, save it for next Saturday and Sunday. And if you do have a pet, or if you don't have a pet and you want to hang out next Saturday in KFR, please do so, because it is Pets Day, right? Yeah, it's Pets Day. Okay, so do look out for it, and I look out for it because I love animals, and I can't wait to welcome all the dogs and cats. Dogs and cats only, all right? No snakes, no turtles, no birds, no mice. Don't bring that. Just dogs and cats only. Okay, so thank you very much, and have a great Sunday, and I'll look forward to seeing you next weekend, either in KFR or online. All right, take care. Bye-bye.